Control is the currency of the powerful. Everything you see, the media, education, the economy, exists to measure how controllable you are. They don't need cages. They need your attention. They need your silence. They need your belief that this is just how life works. From the moment you were born, you were placed in a system that rewards obedience and punishes awareness. They told you to study hard, get a job, pay your taxes, stay safe, and follow the rules. But the truth is, the rules were never made for you. They were made to keep you working for those who already won. The system doesn't want thinkers. It wants predictable workers. People who question nothing and consume everything. They don't need to chain you when your habits keep you in place. Obedience is the product of comfort. The moment you get comfortable, you stop moving. The moment you feel safe, you stop growing. Comfort is how control feels when you can't see the cage. You scroll, you spend, you consume, you repeat, and the system smiles. It feeds you entertainment so you never notice the walls closing in. Every empire understands one thing: give people pleasure, and they'll never rebel. Give them comfort, and they'll never fight. Because most people aren't enslaved by force, they're enslaved by distraction. Inflation is engineered theft of time. You trade your life for a paycheck. You save what's left, believing you're being responsible. But while you sleep, the numbers change. The prices rise, your savings fall, and you wonder why it's getting harder every year. That's not bad luck. That's the design. They print money while you trade hours. They create value out of nothing, while you lose value through effort. You didn't get lazy. They moved the goalpost. They made your time cheaper while they raised the cost of living. That's how control works when it wears the mask of progress. Wealth isn't greed, it's self-defense. The poor are told to be humble. The rich are told to be strategic. You can be kind, spiritual, and giving. But if you don't have money, you're still at the mercy of those who do. Money doesn't make you evil, it makes you free. It's not about status, it's about survival. When you control your income, you control your time. And when you control your time, you control your life. Wealth protects you from manipulation. It lets you say no when everyone else is forced to say yes. They call it greed because they want you broke. They glorify struggle because struggle keeps you obedient. But there's nothing moral about poverty, especially when the system profits from keeping you there. Automation will erase jobs, not systems. AI isn't coming, it's already here. And it's not replacing corruption, it's replacing you. Every year, machines get faster, smarter, cheaper, and people get more dependent. Corporations will call it innovation, but it's just evolution of control. They don't need you to work, they need you to spend. And when they no longer need your labor, they'll sell you convenience instead. They said technology would set you free, but it's turning into a leash, digital, invisible, permanent. If you don't adapt, you'll be left behind. Not because you're less intelligent, but because you believe security was safe. Ownership is the last form of rebellion. If you don't own what you create, someone else owns you. The only real freedom left is ownership, not of property or possessions, but of your ability to create value that can't be seized. In this system, even what you own can be taken. They can freeze accounts, rewrite laws, change access with one click. That's why true ownership lives in the mind, in your skill, your awareness, your ability to rebuild no matter what they remove. You can't fight the system by shouting at it. You beat it by no longer needing it. Build something, create something, become someone who can't be erased. Because every time you strengthen yourself, their control weakens. They said equality was the goal, but what they really want is dependency. Dependency keeps you predictable. Self-reliance makes you dangerous. Awareness converts victims into players. The moment you see the game, you stop being a piece on the board. You stop reacting, you start calculating. You stop living on autopilot and start seeing the pattern. And once you see it, you can never unsee it. Most people are enslaved in the matrix. They scroll, they buy, they obey. They live inside illusions of freedom, never realizing they're being drained of time, focus, and potential. But the few who wake up, they move differently. They stop waiting for the system to collapse and start building something beyond it. They learn how money moves, how attention is weaponized, and how control is disguised as convenience. That awareness changes everything, because awareness is the seed of power. It turns hesitation into action. It turns anger into focus. It turns confusion into strategy. The truth is, the world doesn't reward honesty. It rewards awareness. The powerful aren't better, they're just awake. They understand the rhythm of control and use it before it uses them. You can do the same. Stop giving your power away through habits that feed the very structure that limits you. Use technology, but don't let it use you. Use money, but don't let it define you. Use the system, but never depend on it. Every decision you make either buys back your freedom or sells a piece of it away. Every distraction is a chain. Every act of awareness is a key. The world won't suddenly become fair. It's not meant to, but you can become untouchable within it. The system can't enslave someone who sees the truth and acts on it. That's the real escape. So remember, control is the currency of the powerful. Obedience is the product of comfort. Inflation is engineered theft of time. Wealth isn't greed, it's self-defense. Automation will erase jobs, not systems. Ownership is the last form of rebellion, and awareness converts victims into players. Now ask yourself, are you still a piece in the game, or are you ready to become the one who plays it?